but the chef is still out with this runner's knee, as Anthony Slater had this article late last night talking about it, and it's his absence is unclear of how ongoing it's going to be. And that line right there kind of worries me. This is not what you want heading out of an All-Star break, is your best player still not available after you thought, okay, we're doing right by the chef. He's not going to play in the All-Star game. We're going to shut it down. He can go and enjoy the festivities. He was on the bench, happy-go-lucky. I thought he was fine. I think a lot of Warriors fans like watching. He's jumping up. He's high-fiving. He's dabbing up people. He's not going to be ready to go.
I'm just looking at his injury history, and he's been relatively durable. And then when you look at it from his age, relative isn't even the word. He's been incredibly durable for his age. And to think that he wasn't going to, just have some things that would bother you at 37, 38 years old is just, there's a reason why Father Time is undefeated, Joe. So I'm looking at this, and I see going back to 2023, the end of that season in 2023, he had a knee injury that essentially lasted about a month. And then the following year in 2023, 2024, to open up the year, foot, knee, ankle, all in a very short span. Then another ankle, then another ankle, then the knee injury again at the end of November of 2024. I'm just going through the injury history, and I'll show you how many games he's played and all that stuff. Then he had the neck injury, which I forgot about.
Yeah.
Remember the neck injury?
I do remember that.
Then he had the knee injury, had the finger injury, knee again in May of 2025. This was last year. Knee again earlier this year, calf, ankle, pelvis, finger, illness, ankle, thigh, ankle, knee. Are you noticing a trend in the last 3 years?
That's an injury history.
Well,
that's what that is.
Lower body injury history.
Yeah.
And I think it's natural for someone that uses so much of his, lower body to move around and everything. And then I think it's also just a byproduct of playing in the NBA in the modern day. And also being almost 40 years old.
He's getting older.
I mean, he's got a lot of wear and tear on his body. And so, Joe, I don't think this is good at all.
Well, it's a little early to start, saying what I'm about to say about shutting him down the rest of the season. We have ways to go here, right? We have the final stretch of the season, but I think if you're waking up this morning and you're seeing that the chef is out, and we got Anthony Slater covers the team for ESPN saying, this length of his ongoing absence is unclear, that there's a level of concern waking up this morning about, okay, can I even count on Stephen Curry being available this final stretch of the year? I don't know. And quite frankly, if we're all under, the idea that this isn't a championship team right now, what are we going to be putting him out there to do? Compete for a play-in spot? And again, the competitor in him is going to want to do that. Fans want to see Steph playing meaningful games. I understand that too. Of course. But it's a very tricky thing if you're Steve Kerr, right? Because you're also trying to balance the future of Steph. The last thing you want to do is push him back out there too early, and then what happens, Joe? Something catastrophic. And then we're having conversations no one wants to have.